China is threatening to retaliate against countries that negotiate with the United States, and there's uncertainty on the status of talks between China and the U.S. Andy Barr serves on Financial Services and the Select Committee on China and joins us now. Welcome, Congressman. Great to see you. Where do things stand with China in terms of trade, tariffs, and threats of reprisal?
Well, Trey, it's great to be with you. And President Trump is the first president in my lifetime who has taken the China threat seriously. And China is an adversary militarily, technologically, and certainly from an economic standpoint. The United States has been a victim of China's unfair trade practices. And you can look no further than South Carolina and Kentucky and see that. Whether it's the Kentucky wood products industry is a great example where China will buy American trees and then subsidize the manufacture of veneer and wood products and cabinets and flooring, and then dump those products into the United States to undercut Kentucky veneer businesses right in my district. I don't know if the textile industry that's gone away in South Carolina is directly tied to China's predatory practices, but the bottom line is China's central planning subsidies mercantilist system has been ripping off the United States. And finally, we have a president that is fighting back with tariffs. I believe in free trade, but that's exactly why I support this president's tariff strategy, because we don't have free trade, certainly not with China.
All right, Congressman, we've had Mike Gallagher on when he was chairing the China committee, and I would always ask him, are we making strides detangling ourselves from China in terms of reliance? I'll ask you the same thing. Are we making progress detangling ourselves?
Well, I think with President Trump we are, because the two pillars of this trade policy are, one, to build up our domestic manufacturing base and achieve some supply chain resiliency. We learned some very hard lessons during COVID that we're dangerously overdependent on China on critical minerals, on rare earth elements, on semiconductors and other critical national security industries. But the second pillar is fair and reciprocal trade. We don't have that. We give China and other countries access to our markets. They can dump and export their subsidized government-backed goods, and they're basically hoping to get out of their economic crisis through manufacturing exports. But they don't give us reciprocal access to China. And what we want is a level playing field. We believe in trade, but we believe in a balanced trade environment, and an environment where everybody's playing by the same set of rules. China doesn't play by the rules.
All right, Congressman, let me switch gears for a second. The House seems like such a fun place these days, and yet you announced that you are running for the Senate. How could you possibly want to leave such a peaceful, tranquil, harmonious place of employment like the House?
Well, I enjoyed serving with you in the House, and I'll always have fondness for the House. But, you know, it has been incredibly rewarding to represent and advocate for the businesses and families and households of the people of Central Kentucky. I was born and raised there. I'm an eighth-generation Kentuckian. But I think I can build on that work and represent Kentucky statewide. And it would be even more rewarding where I could have greater impact and influence in the Senate, fighting for all of Kentucky, not just Central Kentucky. And I've been a reliable ally and partner of this president, and I've been a strong advocate of this America First agenda. I can do more and be an even better ally for the president and this agenda in the U.S. Senate.
You know, I actually went to your home. It is an absolutely beautiful part of the world, and I thoroughly enjoyed our time there. Kentucky's a red state, but you also have a Democrat governor. So it's possible for a Democrat to win statewide in the bluegrass state, which means you got to win the primary, and then you have to have a candidate also capable of winning the general election. How is Andy Barr the right guy for both of those, the primary and the general?
Well, that's a great question, Trey. And you came to my district, which is the one purple swing district in the state. And I'm no stranger to tough elections. I'm battle tested. I defeated an incumbent Democrat in 2012. And I've withstood millions of dollars from Democrat outside groups and money from the left coast and the East Coast coming in to try to steal our district. And I've withstood that test. I simply will not lose my district, the key district in Kentucky. And so if you want to win, and we have to win, we can't afford to lose this seat in the United States Senate, then I respectfully submit that I'm the candidate.
Andy Barr from the Commonwealth of Kentucky. It's wonderful to see you. Hope to see you in person sometime. Until then, thanks for joining us on a Sunday night.
Thanks, Trey.